Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your main card ticket, the 2020 Marchwood Sadness COVID Edition Championship Battle. In this corner, standing at a powerful 6'2", 195. He's brought you entertainment all year. He started from the bottom, but now he's here, the People's Champion, your ass commissioner, Matt Flagg. And in this corner, standing approximately 5'1", 120 pounds, he's ruled with an iron fist all year. He took the best players in the draft and basically just coasted his way through a weak division. He couldn't be here this week, so I had to find a stand-in that is approximately as threatening as him, your commissioner, Mr. Steve Campagna. Now, gentlemen, I want a good, clean fight, and may the best man win. Begin! All right, boys, we did it. We're here. We are at the finals of our league, and I am in the basement at my parents' house. Now, if you were expecting a nice detailed dive into the matchup like I did last week, not going to happen. This is the playoffs, and everything's thrown out the window, and I'm still a little bit jazzed up from recently giving the people's elbow to that snowman. So, still going to do it like normal. Let's first start by running through the top players. There were a bunch of them. Hurts, Murray, Pollard, Montgomery, Ridley, Hopkins, Waller, Thomas, Jones Jr., Cook, Buffalo, Baltimore, Santos, Folk. They belong to people. Some of them were on the bench. Some of them were starters. Big note to Dave had the actual top scoring player of the week on his Infinite Eagles team, which amazing, incredible. Quick looking here at the losers bracket. Oh, sorry, consolation bracket. Arias and Nate both had really good weeks, and they are going to match up for, I guess, another 2 weeks. Cool. I guess that's how that works. I still don't fully understand, but Arias and Nate are going up against each other. Arias had one heck of a week. He actually would have beaten everybody but me had he been in the championship. So Nate better watch his back and step it up here. And if he wants to win the insert prize here once we figure it out prize. So that's all. That's gone. That doesn't matter. Last week, me and Steve both had a heck of a blowouts, and we knocked Neil and Randall on their asses and out of the playoffs into the consolation bracket. I didn't write the numbers down because I'm kind of just doing off the cuff here. I had 3,500 points. So did Steve, close to there. Steve had like 327 or something. Either way, both really good. I was kind of buoyed by a gigantic week one where I had 190. Steve was a little more consistent, about 160, 170 between the 2 weeks. Either way, really good weeks for both of us. Hopefully, we can carry it over. Looking ahead to our matchup this week, Steve is projected to win this week, but I don't even care. We're throwing the projections out the window, baby. It's the championship. Also, I don't even know who I'm starting yet, so that doesn't quite matter, and probably won't matter until Sunday morning. There's games every week. I don't know. The morning of most of the games where I'm inevitably going to take out the good players and put in the wrong players because that's what I do best. Now, looking historically, Steve has beat me earlier. He beat me 157 to 145 in week 6. Now, to remind you how long week 6 ago was, I still had Cam Newton on my roster as a viable quarterback, and Steve had Joe Mixon playing because he was actually healthy. So yeah, about 4 years ago. Steve also had a lot of injuries and stuff. He was signing Fitzpatrick, so that doesn't even matter. Our teams are hardly the same anymore. Though I did just pick up Darrell Henderson, who was on my team week 6, and that was probably the last week he was on my team. So that was a interesting little tidbit I found. Now, the real question here is Steve's team. They've been the God Squad, damn near undefeated all year, except for Ryan, the Slayer of Giants. Can they keep doing what they're doing? Who knows? Steve has already made the smart move for the second time in a row of benching Russell Wilson. I really hope that comes back to bite him. I don't think it will. I think Baker's the better choice here. Kamara, boom, still good. Swift, back on top. Boom. Adams, automatic 20 points every week, darn near. Deontay Dropson, even though the Steelers are absolutely terrible and just lost to the Bungles. Sorry, he still seems to remain the lone bright spot. Washington doesn't do much. Ebron's hurt. Juju spends more time dancing than he actually does holding the football during a game. So, Johnson's a good pick. Waller is an absolute monster, and I'm very scared because if he scores another 30 or 45 points, it's going to be in trouble. Uh, Steelers D, even though they're bad, apparently now they can still score points. And, Tucker, Hilton's still good. Looking at my team, oh boy, I don't know what's going on. Mahomes, easy start, but, he's been struggling a little bit recently. Justin Herbert's outscored him a couple times, so I'm still going to start him. Henry, good match for Devontae Adams or Kamara. Pick one. Should be an automatic 20 points, I hope. RB2, pending, to be determined. I don't know. I don't know if I actually have another starting running back right now. I picked up Pollard, who blew it up last week when Zeke didn't play, but maybe Zeke plays this week, and they play the Eagles, who are bad, but they have a good run defense. Their defense is actually solid. So I don't know. Other than that, I've got Kenyon Drake, whopping 6 points in an injury last week. Mike Davis, I don't know if he's going to start. Maybe Christian McCaffrey's back. Darrell Henderson, Cam Akers is out, so maybe, but this is LA we're talking about. Sean McVay could give most of the carries to Cooper Kupp, or Jared Goff could become the running back. Who fucking knows? Antonio Gibson, still injured. Maybe he comes back. I don't know. If he does come back, do I play him? Probably, but I'm not sure. Receiving core is A.J. Brown and Brandon Ayuk, pretty solid on, not bad. I'm comfortable with both of those. Tight end, Tanyan. Okay, he's caught a touchdown in each of his last 5 games, but shoot, that's literally all he's done. This week he had 3 catches, 18 yards, and a touchdown, which is points, but it's not enough points to compete with Waller, not even a little bit. The flex, I don't know what the heck I'm flexing. McLaurin has been blech, and now Dwayne Haskins is out at strip clubs without a mask because COVID's not real, and he's a really good football player who doesn't need to be showing that everybody was wrong and that he doesn't suck. Robbie Anderson is kind of slowed down recently, and he's against the Washington defense, which, again, a bad team, but a good defense. So I don't know what I do there. Defense kickers, it's a thing. They're there. So that's what we got. It's gonna be a heck of a matchup, I think. If I wanted to predict, now obviously I'm gonna say Steve's gonna win to reverse jinx myself, but I will also say that Steve is gonna win because in the few times I've made fantasy championships in the years, I have an absolute penchant for just shooting myself straight in the foot. I've lost for all sorts of things. I substituted Will Fuller in last minute last year, and he got hurt and lost me over the player I would have played. So that just tends to be the thing I do. So I think Steve's going to take it now. I do expect a heck of a spirited matchup. We both had dang good weeks last week, where we put up 300 plus points across the 2 weeks, which is good. Had last week been the championship, I would have beat Steve, which is good, obviously. Now, can I do it again? I don't know. Now, we're not going to talk about it now. We'll talk about it next week. But we also have the Week 17 problem where we are playing Week 17, and I don't know what the actual teams are going to do with their players Week 17. The playoff form is all jacked up this year. Who knows what teams are going to take it seriously and what teams are going to rest their players? Nobody. So that'll be another fun time. So hopefully I can get a nice lead out this week and don't need to worry about that. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think so. Steve, I'm going to give you the edge on this one, bud. For the reverse jinx X, I think it's true. So that's all we got this week, guys. Sorry it's a short one. This is honestly the only matchup I really care about. And I don't feel like doing an in-depth dive. Also, I don't know if you can see, I tried to trim my poor facial hair into like a Hogan style for that wrestling bit. It didn't work well because my hair is blonde and there's hardly any of it. I blame poor genetics and parenting, but hey, it is what it is. So everyone out there watching, guys, it's been a fun season. I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you guys did too. Happy, Merry, Quish Mahana Kwanzaa, whatever you choose to celebrate, and however you are celebrating it, whether you had to stay at home or you were able to go visit family this year. I know it's a weird year, so hope everybody's doing good. Happy New Year. I think I'll have a video out before New Year, so we'll save that for next one. And as always, fuck you, Spanos. Oh yeah, and Steve, remember, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for the champion.